Today, I want to talk about something that is changing how security teams operate: the impact of AI on threat hunting. For years, vendors have pitched autonomous hunting, but when you take a real look at what was being done, most of it was just glorified indicator searches, IOC lookups dressed in marketing language. That's not hunting. Real threat hunting starts with a hypothesis. And one of the hardest parts of the job has always been translating that hypothesis into actual queries across your SIM, your EDR, and whatever else lives in your stack. Every tool has its own syntax, its own data model, its own quirks. That's why hunting has been something done only by the most senior analysts, the people who could think like an attacker and speak fluent Custo, SPL, or whatever query language their tools required. That's the bottleneck AI is finally breaking. With modern AI, we can do two things that weren't really possible before. First, we can take an hypothesis written in plain English and turn it into queries across whatever tools you have with no human intervention. Second, we can actually generate brand new hunts in response to emergent, high-profile threats. Take the recent Axios NPM compromise. Threat actors were able to push malicious versions that dropped malware through a phantom dependency. Thousands of organizations were impacted. What would usually happen in cases like this? The analyst reads the threat reports, extracts the indicators, figures out what behaviors to look for, then writes queries for every tool in the environment. That's a lot of work. With Prophet Threat Hunter, you just ask it to hunt for signs of the Axios compromise. It pulls the threat intel itself, identifies what to look for, and writes the queries for your stack. That's the real shift. Hunting goes from a specialist craft to something every analyst on your team can do well. Thanks for watching. See you next week.